famous sentence. Until now, I still remember because he said that you will never become bigger than your dream. And in Chinese, 人生要有理想，人生才会改变。理想它叫成理想，理想。So until now, I remember 理想。So why I say so is because I actually want to be a planner for very company for the rest of my life. Very happily, make my parents go overseas and that. But the理想thing struck me. Then after that, another China guy. You know, China is really very strong. You know, the guy is not very ego. He said, 成功的人不是最有钱，那个时候我没有钱。他讲 OK， 你的不是最有钱，而是一个有大梦想的人。But with this 大梦想理想 I feel that back then I told my wife, what is my dream? Settle with a wife, 2 kids, HDB, I'm very happy already. Really, that's my dream. You know, during one of the days in pageant, this is my dream I put. A lot of my friends they say, hey, I want to be a CEO of here. My dream is just to settle down. That's all. But with this dream, it struck me from a normal planner, to start to think bigger. What if nothing can stop me? What if it's a dream that I can make it happen? Then it comes that okay. Back then my production is only 3,000 every month, 4,000 every month. That's my first year. Then after this, I must have already. What happened next? Okay, so they give me a choices. Also during the sharing, they tell me choice is more important than effort. In the IDA, this book tells me, 选择比努力更重要. The choices that we make, is actually very crucial. That is why, the goal you choose, is very important. So when I change my goal, my whole life changed. When I change my goal, my action changed. Then I also need to become either I'm a proactive person or a reactive person. What is proactive person? During the IDA, they told me is like, if anything happened to you, why blame on situation? In such a way, like my client don't give me a case, why blame on my clients or actually I blame on myself? Or can I do the things that I can control and ignore those things that I cannot control? And also the next thing is circle of friends. Circle of friends is very important because that is your running buddy, will give you a pacer. But what is the most important? I feel that is your spouse and spouse. Okay, no, those stuck really no choice. But my wife is here, I have to say something about my wife, Okay, so spouse is very important. So with the spouse, they actually help you along the way. So next. Okay, so I've been thinking how to have this breakthrough, and I hope that this can help a little. After the IDA, I'm very old school. I do a star thing. IDA is in KL back then in 2013. Next year is IDA in KL also. So when I come back, there's a star means appointment being made and also a case closed. I start to bring in the case coming in. Whereby every week, I force myself to go into different network. Basically, how I do it, I tell my guys, make sure you don't stay at home. When you stay at home in Chinese, 就是死路，走出去就有路。So 他们一走出去就会有路了。I go make sure if they have appointment, they go. If they don't have appointment, they will visit whatever in their calendar, in their contact list. For example, they are in Jurong or in Ang Mo Kio. Whatever is in Ang Mo Kio, they will just drop by. Make sure they fill in 3 appointment a day. Back then, Chen Yujing also told me 3W a week, which I think most of you already know. Okay, so after this, they changed, I'm very happy. After that, I really shocked. My goal is I become a top rookie back then. But it's not very top, it's first runner. So I just like it top. Okay, so after that, I feel very happy. What's next? Because after that, I feel that this is my goal. I told my wife, let's pick these big dreams. And I say I'm in SDA. SDA is really quite big already. So I tell my wife, back then it's happening. Let's build our own agency. So that is when we decided to go on our own, to build our own agency by ourselves called Audience Go. So after that, what we do next for those people who want to really shine, you need to prepare yourself start your own branding. We are never the best, but it's okay, it's good enough. Because what other people know, okay is good enough really. Okay, then after that, the next thing that we go, this is my path. Okay, before I go to the topic, we are top rookie, then after that I actually ILP, EP for 2 years. But the problem is when you start to have more people coming in, we need to focus on training. There's no really whenever I say it's excuses, it's really excuses, but it's just that I focus a lot on training. Then I realized there's a golden number that we can manage. 1 year, 5 recruits. So ever since that time, I really changed to 1 year, 5 recruits. There's a year we try to have 10 recruits, but we cannot manage. Someone has to sacrifice, with the sales will be sacrificed. But with 5 recruits that we have every year, we are able to run sales and manage them very well. So that is why I started to grow with 2 planner, 5 planners, 10 planners, 15, and now got 28. But I also tell my guys, you need to have big dreams. So once you have big dreams, right, you cannot like, so when the dream is big enough, I want to run your own team. But some of us say, hey, I don't want, I just want to be manager. Whatever it is, go for a bigger dream, then they start to go. That's why from now, even my team is pretty small, but there's roughly around 4 managers up already. So once they are okay, I ask them to go for some breakthrough. Then, after this, right, the next thing is, because I strongly believe, right, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Okay? 所谓好运气不过是机会遇到努力的人。So a lot of my planners, right, or even myself when I come to training, they tell me, hey, luck is something you cannot control. So what's next? Luck is something you cannot control. But to me, right, I strongly believe, right, through this year, luck is through hard work with opportunity. I strongly believe that with hard work, right, and the probability will go up and you will be very lucky. So when I tell this to a youngster, okay, example, who is the youngest here? Who is the youngest? Whatever, okay, you are the youngest. What do you feel? You say that, really or not? Sure or not? I really try very hard already. So how am I going to be lucky? This is the response that all those, my youngest brother that I have is 21 years old, 22. So they say, hey, I want it fast. How am I going to? I don't want to do any hard work. I want to be fast. Right? They don't want hard work. This is an old school thing. So I prove it to them. Then the worst thing, when it comes to recruitment, they always tell me the next thing. When it comes to coaching, hey, I don't have the talent. I'm not a good sales rep. This can be used for recruiting. So whenever you meet some recruits, they will tell me, hey, I'm not a salesperson. I don't do sales. I'm not as talented as this one, as you, or blah blah blah. Then I tell them this one. Success needs luck, and luck is this one. Hard work means opportunity. They say it's old school, but with no facts. I don't have very senior so-called director or top 3 agency, right? How they give me a boost on that. I'm actually maybe like 10 years older than them. So I dig up. I go for mixed research. I really research very hard to make sure my point works. And very true. Have you heard of IG Nobel Prize? Nobel Prize you heard before, right? But IG Nobel Prize, I believe a lot of people have heard before. So what is this one? It's actually a real Nobel Prize, but it's make people laugh and think. Okay, and you also try to let people understand, right? Test logic and being tested is really true. So things like what? Okay, things like the way you hold your cup, you will not spill your coffee, and or even why ostrich when see a human being, right, they will turn aroused. This is not finding thing. So deep down, right, there's one part I find that is very useful, and I use it right to my guys right for the past 2 years, and it works for them because this tweaks their mindset. Because they will say, hey, I'm not as talented as you, I'm not as good as you, I'm not this top planner. So I just tell them, is it really because of talent? Next thing. This person, right, this 3 fellow, okay, they are professor. So they say that why success, okay, they explain mathematically, why success most often goes not to the most talented, but instead to the luckiest. So this is proven. So once this is proven, right, my guys say, I just need to focus be lucky, right? I can really achieve great things. So what's next? This test is, maybe I explain this test for you guys. It's an agent-based model. Next. Then they are testing whether the rich get richer effect. Is it true that the rich will get richer? And talent doesn't, is it really matters? And luck. But of course, you guys know that talented people normally they will be, the probability of success is definitely high. 这个很聪明 IQ 很高 definitely will be successful. But in this test, right, how it's going to test it, I can tell you is this. In IQ, this is the most cleverest person, and this is the worst. Normally, right, all of us will be in between here. Okay, 95%. This is the distribution curve. Next is, so this test, right, they rank everyone from 0 all the way to 0.9. 0.6 means you are average. So, can I ask all of you, have you done IQ test before? Okay, you are. Okay, can I just check that? Who think that you are average? You put down your hand. Okay, average, I put down. Okay, more of you are average. It's good. Who think that you are above average? Raise your hand. What's your life? Nothing, I have to go shop. Okay, so, for this test, right, what this test is about, maybe I'll run through faster for your complex. They have 1,000 agents. This is like they simulate real life now. 1,000 agents right now. 250 lucky event. 250 very jialat event. Means, for example, accident, this something happen. So the human will not be moving. They will be running this figure. So next, what will happen? Lucky is green. Red is not lucky. This is the code word that my agency be using. because we need reminder. So remember these two code words, red dot, green dot. Okay, next. Okay, so everybody right now, right, you'll be staying here. The simulation will run for 40 years. 40 years. Why 40 years? Assume you are 20 years old, you work for 40 years, you are 60. No, sorry, 20 years is out, and you work 40 years later, will be 60 years old. So this one, right, is the average that all of you here, doing this simulation. And when you hit next, everybody got $10, assume it's 10,000 or 10 million or whatever. So it's $10 for this calculation. When the green dot rate hit the person next, okay, they will based on your talent because it's a distribution curve. If you are 0.6%, you are normal, right? You got 0.6% chance right, of doubling the $10 to 20. So this is an accurate so-called experiment. But next thing is, but if you meet any misfortune, regardless whether you are talented or not talented, right, you will be by half. By half. So this simulation, right, actually let people know that when you are doing this, right, this is what we are doing in sales. Every time we meet the clients, especially roadshow, we may meet clients that is straight up, and we meet clients that is straight up, which is short term possible. Okay, so next what will happen? This theorem, right, the 80-20 rule, Pareto law, right, actually works in our agency in such a way that they realize after this test, the top two planners or top two agents, right, actually have 80% of the wealth. Whereby 80% of the wealth here, okay, where the total right, it's only 20% of the total wealth. Isn't it the same as what the current world? The top 20% of all the rich people, right, is like hold the 80% of the wealth. And this 80-20 rule is another code word that my agency is using. So why we say that is all the roadshow, there's always 80-20 rule. The 20% of your clients will contribute 80% of the FYC. The 20% of the 20% effort that you do contribute 80% of the result. Same thing for the 80%, right? That you sometimes you do things that is not on the right thing, or maybe a time is wasting, right? They only contribute 20% of the growth. So in roadshow, how we calculate? 10 people that we meet, only 20% of the people will actually sit down and do a plan with him. So this is the number my guys right been doing. Out of 10 people I asked, 20% will do, and it's proven. So what happened if it's closed? Because now when we do roadshow, my guys say, maybe I close the case already, I can relax a bit. But I told them another thing. Do you know that right? Out of 100% that you close, do you know how many percent will fail and cancel? 20%. So if you close 2 cases, right, 80-20 rule, 1 will be gone. If you close 5, right, 1 will be gone. So with this calculation, I think I better back up. So for us running this one, right, this becomes a so-called habit that we think 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule. So this is the thing that I run in my agency, right, to help them to so-called boost their morale. But the next thing is scary. This shows that the distribution curve about the intelligent IQ and the wealth, right? In Chinese, they say that 能力和财富没有关系. So basically, your IQ, right, doesn't mean that you'll be rich, right? That's why those people that is very high IQ, right, they realize, right, they are not the most wealthy one. Then who is the wealthy one? Yes. So they do the test on 2 persons. There's one person, right, that is the most richest person, maybe 25 million, 0.6. The IQ is 0.61. But the cleverest here, the most jialat person here, right, next, is 0.006. Wow, own money until very jialat. But the value of the IQ is 0.75, meaning this person, right, can be a very smart person, can be a master or PhD student. But their wealth is 0. So I told them that even if, yes, you can be very smart, but you don't fall into this normal type, okay? This is another code word. You are smart, okay, but talent doesn't mean anything. So you don't tell me that you are smart. Okay? So what's next? This is the next code word, 0.61. So they do a test, the next one. They say that, right, slightly key point 1. In order for you to success, right, you just need to be slightly 0.61, meaning, right, you are slightly above average, you'll be successful already. You do not need to go all the way to be very, very smart. So that is why when I do recruitment or do any of the people who are doing, right, can I do my MDRT? I will ask them one question. Do you think that your IQ is normal? Yes. Okay, good enough. This test tell you, as long as 0.61, you're good enough. But the problem is, right, some people you realize, right, they need more time to learn, especially products and everything. I ask, do you think that you are normal, you know above average? They themselves will tell me, no, I don't know this, I know that. So don't waste time. Go and learn all the products. Make sure you are normal first. So this is something a guideline that I tell them, hey, are you above average? So you ask yourself, no, sometimes you don't ask yourself, because sometimes those people are really very good already, sorry. But you need to ask your buddy, your spouse, or someone, am I really good? So when they say that, hey, I'm actually not that good, right? Okay, then that is when, right, I will ask them, right, okay, you go and mark up. So what's next, right? Okay, so when we dive deeper for those people that is where the most lucky one. In average, right, there's a 6 time lucky event that you will hit. 6 times, okay? And they will average right into a 40, meaning right, for the first half they will trick back. But you realize right, the wealth right, for the first half right, is actually not much growth. Meaning right, those people who buy 40, okay, when you're young, imagine right, you buy $1, you get the top price, you gain 2,000, right? It's the same thing that when you're young, right, when you hit this lucky event, right, you only have $2,000. But when you're older itself, right, when you have more wealth, right, actually right, the curve right actually jump up. So that is why when you see that right, when opportunity strike, right, you need to have the capital. So this is another code word that my guys right know that right, in order for me to break through and big dream, right, I need to have capital. So when you come inside, right, if you don't have any dream, you need to know that this thing may come. Get ready, be prepared. So that is why you need to have this capital. So the next thing right that we do right, that we tell my guys is the sway one, the very sway one. So what does it mean? First time, for the first half of the year, only one lucky thing, maybe do a good thing. But subsequently, you realize the rest of the time, all the great things, all the very sway events. But can this be controlled? So this is something that we need to understand, right? How to prevent this. So when we next one, that we do that, right? In general micro view, okay? As long as you are talented, you have higher probability to be successful. But is it true? No. But when it comes to macro view, right, it's always a very lucky person, right, that is the success one. It's not the smartest. It's the luckiest one. So next thing that we come inside, so what can I do? I tell my guys, what can I do? You need to do this. First thing, reduce rate up, avoid risky event, preventive measures, and abide to all the rules and regulations. So example, I told my guys, during roadshow, if you find something is wrong, right, this person really want to buy, walk in, I want to buy a plan, right, this is something a coach will say, this is maybe a written okay, maybe I rather you yourself, right, be risky whether you want to take this risk. But first of all, right, this is something that we do. Second thing is, right, for those people who like clubbing, drinking, I always ask them, drink driving is a great dog. Okay, you want to try, continue. Remember the 0.75, you are very talented, you're really very talented, but you know that when you sway, right, you know why you will just come in. Because one rate dog will half your wealth. Imagine you lose all the good things, MDRT or whatever, but the wealth is double, but because of one rate dog, you're gone. So this becomes a reminder for my guys. That's how I run the youngsters. So the rule number 2, right, is to increase the chances of encountering really top. So how we increase? So next, we need to understand. Okay, this is a bit off okay, I don't know whether it's good or not. Okay, because for knowledge and skill, right, I just need them to make sure they are above average, spend your time wisely. Because some of them they ask me, Javier, can I go and pursue my master or PhD? Not that it's not good. Depend on the current state right now. Because right now, like example, now most of them is degree. A lot of people is degree students. So it seems like degree student is average right now. Then pursue is good, go ahead. But now right now, is it master is average right now? No. So maybe we should spend the time that you're studying right at home, do something that increases the green dot. So this is something I told them right, in such a way it works for some of my guys in such a way they really increase their productivity because they will not be at home and I'm studying product. I'm at home doing this. So by doing that right, this is a 3 month on 0.61. It's a keyword next. Then the next problem they will tell me, but Javier, I did what you say, but I still cannot close any case at roadshow. So but the funny thing is right now, every time I cannot close, this person can close. How come right? Every time I cannot close, or maybe Sherry can close. Then they will be asking, why? How come I cannot find the kind client? Especially when you see the clients that they close is very nice, easy to close. In such a way that they're very nice people, very kind, very nice, and really find the right needs. Right? They are able to sort of convince them to buy a very big plan. But those people that at the same timing, same space, they couldn't find this client. You ask me why? How am I going to answer? I cannot say that, hey, it's luck, right? Is it luck? So I do another study with them. With a statistic because I'm an engineer student. I like to do graph and everything. So I do another research. I also did another research and do on them. This research is Richard Wiseman is another PhD so-called researcher. She actually down into the thing called luck. They do this one who say people who think that they are lucky, and they divide the people who think that they are lucky. So can I ask all of you, right? For both of you, deep down, Okay, how I ask my guys? I ask them to close their eyes. Okay? Then I'm like, who do you think that you are lucky? Raise up your hand. You all close your eyes, who is the lucky you raise up? People don't know. Okay, so finally I divide them into two groups that they are lucky and not lucky. Then we go into this one next, lucky draw. So guess which group will win? The lucky group or the unlucky group?
Lucky.
Huh? Lucky, yeah. But there's a test I tell you. We study, right? Okay, I'm very interested in this. I study. All those Toto winners, right? All the lottery, right? They have a very sad life. All those winners back then, right? It's all like almost family leave them, bankrupt, homeless, everything. And at the end of the day, right? They strike the lottery and change their life, right? But the lucky group, right? In fact, right? They feel that they are lucky, right? But they may not win the lottery yet. So what's the result? Whether you are lucky or not, it doesn't make a difference. I'm talking about statistically, they do this group of study. We do a statistic study. Not I do. The researcher do with 1,000 or more sample size. This is his PhD project, right? Definitely must do something. He won't pass, right? So it doesn't matter. But how can I answer my guys? I tell them, right, actually it does matter. Back then I also answered the first thing. Obviously it's the lucky one. Law of attraction. The secret teaches us law of attraction, man. But what's the next thing? The second test is the one that they learn and actually they start to understand why they cannot find a client. I divide into two groups of them. Okay, the test is like that. In the two groups of them, this newspaper or magazine got 42 pictures. So I divide these two. This is the lucky group, this is the unlucky group. Okay, the task is I want you to find number of pictures. It's not 42, number of pictures in the book. So my guys, okay, ready? I do this as well. Boom. Let's start see who can find the thing the fastest. Bam! You know what happened? Wow, the unlucky group, very fast. Come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you guess what's the result? You guess who win?
Same.
Huh? Guess. I tell you, the lucky group win. You know why? The lucky group, right, counted the number of pictures, right, in less than a few seconds. What is it? What's the real reason why the lucky group and the unlucky group have such a big difference in result? 3 times that. So next, it took a few seconds, right, to find, and the unlucky group, right, look at the face, you know that it's very stressed already. Okay, then you realize this is the facial expression, and they cannot find. They really try their best, really. I can see that, they are very fast, very fast, but the thing is, right, the result is different. So why? Actually, 这些报纸上面 right, 总共有42个 photo. It's at the caption inside when you open up, right, in the center, right, already have this word already. But the thing is, right, the unlucky group say that, since you ask me to find the picture, I just find the picture, I don't read the reading. But the other group is, their pace is different, when I see they are like, bo chap one, the lucky thing, I'm very lucky, I just bo chap one. Win also like that, they open. 42. Was it? How you know? You're wrong. Go and count again. I always say 42. Then we count. Then at the end it's only 42. So what does this mean? Next. People who think they are unlucky, they actually have a very narrow vision. In such a way, right? Even when the green dot is in front of them, right, they couldn't notice it. And they only focus on rating. Wow, I try so hard, I still lose. Wow, I'm damn lucky boy. Wow, further enhance me that I'm really a lucky group. So unlucky group. So this thing, right, is a butterfly effect. So why this person is like that? It's also the same planner that I have. Okay, come today, let's go and close cashew. All of them will say, okay, I go and close cashew. Really? Close the cashew and come back. You understand? Really go and close the cashew and come back. You ask me to close cashew. So it's not that they're not, even the roadshow, right, we can see that, wow, this is a very nice prospect. But the thing is, right, the plan they do, right, the thing is, go for the shortest cut and straight away get the thing. You say, I thought you said getting this only one. You understand? So the thing is, right, the person when they're actually very unlucky, right, they actually take things off on the surface only. They only really just focus on what they have. How about the green one? The red dot, right? And the green dot. Okay, so the positive one, right, is this hope and chances in any opportunity. Bigger horizon and vision, and they don't focus on the red dot. They only focus on the green dot, the happy moment. So does it mean that all my planners who actually got rejection at the roadshow, right? Some of the lucky group, right, the performer, they don't get rejection, they get, but they feel, it's okay to move on. But they don't take it to heart. But the unlucky group will take it very deep down into the heart. So this one is nature, you cannot change. So when I talk to this group of people, right, the next thing right, I will tell them. So there is a saying that when you mix with a group of lucky person, right, you will be very lucky. Hey, you believe it? I really believe it. You know, this group of people is very lucky. Every time you go lucky. If you don't believe, right, during convention, you go to the casino, you can find this group of people. Win one will always win one, really. But the thing is, right, why? Why this group? The heng one will always be a group of heng one, and the sway one will always be the one that sway one. So for this one itself, right, without people, why? Next, feeling lucky is not an ability. That is why we say that when I say that, hey, I'm a very lucky person, right, it's not ability. And the next thing is, right, it's an attitude towards life. Why I say attitude towards life, right, is because, right, when I told my guys, right, hey, so this is the attitude you yourself, right, tell. Because a lot of people, they say, hey, KISH, knowledge, skill, attitude, and habit. But the attitude, right, I try to tell them, right, you need to have a good attitude, good attitude. They don't know what is good attitude. So when I tell them, right, this is the attitude I'm talking about. When you meet the thing, are you the narrow person, the 42 photos person that you're unlucky, that just want to find the 42 photos, or are you the person with greater vision? So with that, right, they feel that, oh, they understand what is attitude towards life. Okay, so next thing is, right, ability is not transferable and can't influence. So your ability that you're better, I'm a good planner, that's why I go for a lot of those talk, right? I honestly feel that, hey, it's not the skill set and everything, because whatever they teach, right, it's not transferable, because this is this person. I cannot transfer the thing to me. The ability cannot transfer to me. This is the same thing I tell my guys. I cannot transfer this thing to you. I want to teach you like that. You cannot be you want to be a top rookie. Yes, I can teach you how the right attitude, but not the skill set. I actually can tell the skill set, but okay. I mean that you all get what I mean, okay? Okay. So next thing. But the attitude towards life can be influenced and transferred. This is really true. The attitude really can transfer. So for those all of us, right, that is very strong, and hey, come on, let's move it. Like example, they get some rejection every night, they come and do a review. They feel, hey, actually, I did nothing. For them, at first they are very unlucky. They feel, wow, very sad, I kind of rejected here and there. But after talking to those very positive, very good attitude, they feel, actually, I also slowly will change. So the key thing is, right, you need to call them off. For me, I really need to know who is unlucky and lucky group. And slowly, let the lucky group grow. So that's why I say, ask them to close your eyes, then raise up your hand quietly. Because if you like that, some people can feel that you raise up your hand. So quietly raise up your hand, you think that you're a lucky person. So from there, right, I start to so-called tackling down on them, how to make them have this feeling of lucky. So next thing. So people who themselves feel that they are lucky, right, they are actually very open-minded and so-called broad vision, and this will really increase the chance of making green dot with success. So during all the roadshow, right, we just focus on getting the green dot. We just keep focusing on this one. This is our practice. So you ask me what we're doing, right? Focus on this one. They are targets. Find the green dot, find the green dot, find the green dot. Because in real life, we are unlike the test. The test is fixed. They cannot move. The green dot and the red dot will move. But in the roadshow, right, we can find the green dot. So this is the habit that we think, right? Like a code word, right? They will start to learn and they will just slowly change. Okay, next. So we should work extremely hard in expanding your horizon and vision, and then that will change your mentality. Because by going for all those, you have big goals, big things, right? When you start to talk to those people that, like your heroes that you're going on, your vision really will change. And when your vision changes, right, your horizon changes, right, everything will start to change. So I know that this may be like all the speaker that will tell you, hey, this is a motivational talk, right? But this is what I really tell my guys now. And then after that, right, next one, this is the key word, right, that we tell in my agency we be practicing. Knowledge and skill, just above average, 0.61 will do. Okay, attitude, right, open-mindedness, extend your horizon and stay with the lucky people and constantly looking for opportunity. So during this one, right, they will be easily, after this one, they will forget one. Because after the test, right, even the 42 picture, right, after they come out 1 week later, they forget. So how we constantly do, right, we will need to make sure they have code word like red and green dot. You need to, go for a red dot. This green dot, this red dot. You sure you want to go to do this? It's a red dot. It's like a code word and 0.61. So you see my guys saying about this, right? You guys know already. This is our legend. So, lucky versus unlucky. Nobody like to be in the unlucky group. You understand? But everybody know who is the most unlucky person in the team. You don't want to be unlucky, but everybody know who's the most unlucky one. So after a while, you know that who's the most unlucky one, right? You slowly must tell, hey, do you know that, right? How to slowly tell. Then after a while, right? I always use the 42 picture, right, as a reminder to tell them, right, hey, sometimes when we do things, right, we just don't be narrow and just focus on the 42. Okay? Start to think broader, then start slowly, all of them will start to come. Because in a Chinese saying, right, I'm a bit China, 老子有说过一句话，老子的地上，老子很老了，真的是老了，对，不是孔子啊，是老子。They said that right, everything is actually how go to nature. You cannot do drastic things, right, that will destroy the nature whole. That's why if you do something very drastic, right, they will not be long lasting. So this is something, right, how that I impart to my guys, right. We do it this slowly first, impart in the right mindset first, and slowly, right, they start to flow. But my guys don't have very strong planner like COT or TOT, but eventually they have MDRTs. For the last year, we have roughly around 7 out of 20. But I think it's okay, but it's good. I'm really one day, I really hope I want to be like Mr. Goh like that. To have this group of Asians itself. This is my goal also.